It's the first weekend in fall, and we have made the journey to Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Buffalo Bills. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And we are underway in Buffalo. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And it looked like he was able to get it back. So a big sigh of relief there, as that would have been a disastrous way to start this ball game. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Good footwork at the 30. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Bills. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Again, it's Cook. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. They run it again with Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Rattler. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New Orleans.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down, Saints.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Rattler wants to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll they'll bring up fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Deep for the Bills is Brandon Codrington. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Allen to throw once more. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Coleman, the man in motion right. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rattler. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. And the Saints first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Rattler. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. This one from 35 yards away.
35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Saints 3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Shakir holds it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
For Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Cook up the gut. Oh, nice move. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Has his man, it's Shakir. Followed a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Another Bills. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Motion man is Shakir. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Game. Offense.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 8-yard line.
Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try to pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Prater's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A loss of a yard.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the air is Rattler. Finding Taysom Hill complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to keep this again. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
In motion comes the tight end left. Rattler working out of a gun. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it'll be a loss on the play of 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, as far as 3rd down plays go, that's not going to be one where you say, hey, let's run that one back.
No, I think right now the play caller, he's either circling that one or highlighting it or whatever to know not to call that one again. It's going to be a heck of a postmortem with the head coach to try and defend that one.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. James Cook running back out now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Bills first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They run it again with Cook. He juked him, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down.
Second and 10.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Rattler. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Rattler wants to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken inside his own 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. The Bills' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play call, like how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's Allen to throw it. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And again, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another 1st first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll throw now on the final play. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Play action. Now Rattler. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. The pass caught by Olave. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Olave motioning to the left. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now Rattler. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rattler. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taking it about the 36. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. The Bills' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now Allen has his man. It's Shakir. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Check. Jockey. He's coming, double up.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Handoff comes to Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Cook again. And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's caught right side by Palmer. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Motion man is Shakir. Allen now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Forced, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. T.J. Sanders. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air is Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, this is Cook. Well, a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Motion man is Shakir. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
As he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling a drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And this a 39-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Rattler wants to throw it. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Here's Rattler. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Saints.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. A little short pass here to Hill. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
A gain of 7.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On play action, Rattler. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd and long. Olave over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And a quick throw there is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Kamara is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw forward with Rattler. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 105 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points in the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.